Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Krissy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. As you guys read by the title, we are going to be doing a Q&A in this video about my LASIK eye procedure. So I did go on Instagram and had posted a story asking you guys to ask me questions on how my LASIK went, what you guys want to know about LASIK, and all of that fun stuff. And I also did it on my TikTok as well. So I have a bunch of questions that I'm going to answer in today's video and give you guys my overall experience, how it went, and just answer all of your guys' questions that you asked me. So let's get into it. I just want to start off this video by saying thank you, Coleman Vision, for changing my life. Like, I have had such an amazing experience going to Coleman Vision. I am so happy with my results. I had the best experience, you guys. Like, that is all there is to say about it. Their staff there is so amazing. They're so comforting. They're so loving. Like, it is just an overall an amazing experience. They're so welcoming and so caring, and they care about you. So I just want to start off the video by saying thank you, Coleman Vision, for everything, and thank you, Dr. Coleman, for changing my life. You know how much it meant to me, and I am just so excited to be able to see 2020. I had to get some coffee because we are going to go in depth about my whole procedure, answering questions. And just before we start this video, if you have not watched my LASIK eye procedure vlog, make sure to go tune into that video before you watch this one, just so you can see the day of the surgery and after the surgery. So make sure to go watch that vlog. But I had to get some coffee. You guys, this coffee that I got is so freaking good. It's from Starbucks, obviously, and I will be linking down below what I got because you need to try this. It is so freaking bomb. 10 out of 10. Let's get into this. The first question was, who was my doctor? So like I had stated a while ago, my doctor was Dr. Coleman Vision. He is located here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So he is local to me. I know a lot of you guys are out of state, but he is located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. A lot of people do travel to him to come get LASIK, you guys. Like, it is so crazy, like the stories that I would hear that people would travel like all around the world just to come to him to get their LASIK. I was like, wow, that is insane. But he is the best. I'm like, I am not gonna lie, he is the best, and I absolutely love him. He is just such a nice guy, and he was just like so caring. It was just, I'm telling you guys, I just had such a good experience. But that was my doctor. And the next question was, how did I find him? So I did do a lot of research about LASIK. Like, I've been doing research, to be honest with you. I have been doing research for like years now, and I just did not know who to go to or like where to go to. So a lot of people were telling me like, go to Coleman, go to Coleman. Like, they actually had gotten their LASIK from him before, like years prior. I have a couple of friends that actually just recently got their LASIK done about a year ago, 2 years ago. So I was like, you know what? I did my research. The reviews, if you go to his website and you go to his Google, so like you go to Google and you're searching Coleman Vision and you go to the Google reviews, you're gonna see nothing but amazing reviews. I am not kidding. Like, there was not one single bad review, which is so crazy because usually like at least one small business or one company or one like business has to have at least one bad review. But I am not kidding you guys, this one did not have no bad reviews at all. So I was like, this is going to be my doctor. So that is how I found him. I just did a lot of research, and I just kind of like was trying to see like who I wanted to go to and if they were good, if they weren't, blah blah blah. So that is how I found him. I kind of already answered this question, but how was my experience with the staff and the overall office? 10 out of 10, 1,000 out of 10, 100 out of 10. Like, I don't even know how to even say this. They were just so caring, you guys, like so welcoming, so loving. Like, I literally felt like all of them were my mom. Like, they were all my mom. Like, they literally were just so amazing. I walked in, from the moment I walked into my consultation, even making the appointment on the phone, they were just like, we want to help you, like you can come on in, like we can see what we can do for you. Up, like even from the point from my consultation all the way to my procedure, they were always just so welcoming. They called me the day before or a week prior to my procedure, reminding me that I couldn't wear my contacts. Like, it was just so professional and just so amazing. Their staff though, like Anne, which is his sister, Dr. Coleman's sister, I literally love her so much. She is like a second mom to me, honestly. She is just so freaking sweet, and she was just so welcoming. I'm like, she gives me like mom vibes. Like, Oh, I love her so much, but it was a 10 out of 10 overall. Their staff was so good. Their receptionists, they were amazing. They were so communicating. They also were making sure that I was like aware of what was going on, from like the paperwork to like everything. They sent everything prior to the procedure, which I absolutely loved, because I knew exactly what I was getting myself into, and it just was so organized, you guys. 10 out of 10. And like I said a million times, they were so welcoming, loving, caring, and just so comforting. All of them. Like, there was not one single bad girl in there that gave me like any type of different vibe besides those that I just listed. Now let's get into the procedure part of it. So the question that I got asked the most was, how was the pain on a scale from 1 to 10? Let me just start off by saying this. I am a little baby when it comes to pain. I cannot do pain. Like, I cannot do a shot. Like, I can't do anything. When I even got my ears pierced, you guys, I cried. Like, I cannot do pain. I do not have a high pain tolerance at all. And I always need my mom for anything. Like, I'm like, Mom, can you come with me? Because I can't do this alone. I did get a couple tattoos. I'm like, I actually was able to do those by myself. But when it comes to like giving birth, getting a shot or anything like that, I'm gonna have my mom there, because I just cannot. I can't do pain. But how was the pain of the procedure? So on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys and raw. Like, that is all I want to do in this video. But if I'm being 100% honest, the pain level was probably a 2 or a 3. You do not feel anything when you're under, like, at all. Like, when you're during the procedure, you're not under, so you're not like asleep, you're actually awake. But during the procedure, I did not feel anything, you guys, like anything. I will get into detail about one thing that did freak me out, which I was like, okay, it's not hurting me, so why am I freaking out? But it honestly feels like if you grabbed your arm and you kind of just like pressed on your arm with your finger, not hard, just like a little press, like if someone was tapping you, I guess. If they just like pressed on your arm and you're like, kind of like that, like not too hard, not too crazy. It honestly felt like that. Like, it just felt like someone was just like touching my eye, but like not poking my eye, if that makes sense. Like, kind of like just like touching me with like the flat part of their finger. So if I'm being completely honest, you guys, it was probably a 2 or a 3. And like I said, I cannot do pain at all. And that's when I was like honestly most scared of. I was most scared of like, how is it gonna feel? Like, is it gonna hurt? I had no idea what I was getting myself into. A lot of my friends that did get surgery or get their LASIK with him were like, it did not hurt at all. This is a question that I had to answer. What did I see during the procedure? So this is where I kind of got a little freaked out, which the nurse in there, she was so amazing. She was so comforting. So was Dr. Coleman. Like, he was like, it's okay. I got you, you're fine, don't worry. Like, I know it's like you're seeing weird stuff right now, but I promise you, I'm not gonna hurt you. So the only thing that was kind of freaky to me during the procedure, so mind you, they did give me a Xanax to like relax me and just make sure that I was kind of like just relaxed, like I wasn't too tense. Because obviously you're going into a procedure and you're probably gonna get tense, you're gonna get nervous, like you're gonna start freaking out. So they give you that medicine, as I like showed you guys in my vlog with my LASIK vlog. I did show you guys me taking the medication, all of that. It did relax me, so I was so thankful about that. But during the procedure, what I saw, it was just so like weird, you guys. Honestly, it was more like weird, like what am I seeing type of thing. It didn't hurt, but it was just weird to see. So he puts you under and there's like a bunch of different steps that you have to go through, but there was one specific step that I was like, wait, what? My eye was open, but I started to see black. So this is my eye, right? Okay, this is my eye. And it started to close and I started to see like this black circle and it was just going like this. And my eye is open, so I'm like, what is going on? Like, I kind of freaked out for a second, but he's like, you're fine, like, don't worry, like, I got you, like, it's not gonna hurt. That was probably the only thing that I was like, whoa, wait, what? I'm like, Dr. Coleman, please do not make me blind. But that honestly was probably like the most freakiest part about it. Other than that, like, you kind of just see like foggy, you just kind of see like a bunch of like eye drops going in your eyes. It honestly just feels like that, like water's going in your eyes. But I think that for me was probably like the most scariest thing, because I was like, my eyes open, like why am I starting to like see a circle go like this and close? But honestly, it did not hurt, and that was probably my most scariest part of the procedure. The next question was, what did it feel like? Like I said, it just honestly felt like a bunch of just eye drops going into my eyes, like nothing crazy, you guys. It just felt like my eyes were just like full of water, kind of. But like, it wasn't uncomfortable. Like, it just felt like eye drop after eye drop. And I don't know. The only thing that it did feel like when I did like get done with the procedure is it did feel like very dry, which is crazy because I felt like very watery during the procedure. Like my eyes were very watery. But when I woke up, well, not when I woke up, I was actually already up, but when I got up and I opened my eyes, I was like very dry. Like I just had like a very dry feeling, and it was a little bit foggy. So honestly, it just felt like that, nothing crazy, but just like a lot of eye drops, honestly. Let's get into my recovery. This is the question that I got asked so much. So let me just start off by saying, if I had to rate my recovery on a scale from 1 to 10, I honestly would probably say it was a 5 or a 6. But it was a 5 or a 6 on the day of the procedure. So the hardest part about recovery, I have to say, was the stinging of the eyes and being sensitive to light. So my eyes were stinging pretty bad a couple hours after the procedure, but I did get up to go use the bathroom, as you guys had seen in my vlog, and I feel like that kind of messed it up. Like I should have slept longer. So it was probably my fault, but I was very sensitive to light. I did have to put a blanket in my room to cover the light from like beating into the room. So I think that was honestly the hardest part. But guys, just stinging in your eyes was honestly it. It wasn't hurting, like it wasn't throbbing, like it was nothing like that. It was honestly just stinging. How long was my recovery and how long did it take me to recover? So I recovered literally the next day. I started to drive the next day. I was still very sensitive to light, but I did drive myself to my checkup appointment. So honestly, you guys, it was just like a one-day thing. Like it did not take long to recover. I was still doing my eye drops and doing all of that, but the next day I was seeing, like I wasn't seeing clear, and I'll get into detail about this in the next question, but I was able to see, and I still was a little bit sensitive to light. So the recovery was very easy for me. Like I said, they also give you this bag right here, and it has instructions on step-by-step on what to do, and it also has like all of your eye drops. So it honestly was so easy. It gives you literally detailed instructions on what to do. So if you have someone that is going to be with you during the procedure, which they recommend the day of the procedure, you can just give them that. They can give you your eye drops, and those eye drops help a lot. So it is very, very important to take them. But yes, it was very easy. It was not a hard recovery, and like I said, I was recovered the next day. I also want to throw something in real quick, which I should have said in the beginning. You guys, the LASIK that I did get was a laser LASIK. So it was not the LASIK that a lot of people thought it was, where they had to like cut the top of my cornea and like add a new layer. It was not that. It was actually a laser LASIK, which I know he kind of did the same thing, but I didn't have that type of like downtime. I know when you have to like cut the top of your cornea, I think that's like more like back in the day. I don't know if they still do it, but that is a whole different type of procedure. I know when they do that, like you have to wear like these goggles for like a week. Like it's a different type of recovery. So I just want to throw that in there. I did have a laser LASIK procedure done. How long did I have blurry vision till it got clear? So the reason why it was very like the reason why it was very foggy and not like necessarily blurry, but it was just like foggy, is because your eyes are very dry. So that is why it's so important to take like your eye drops. But I honestly wouldn't say like it was blurry. It just like was foggy, and my eyes just felt so dry. So that took a couple of days. I think it took about 3-4 days after the procedure to start seeing like very clear and not my eyes so dry. But I think that honestly was how long it took, because I started to see like clear vision on Tuesday, almost Wednesday, a couple days after the procedure. So yeah, it wasn't honestly that long, but it was just very dry eyes that you would get. Am I still taking eye drops, and how long do you have to take the eye drops for? So this is where I go back to this thing right here, like how I said earlier. So they give you detailed instructions on what you need to do post-procedure. So basically, it's just this paper, and it has all of the details. A lot of these eye drops are going to be about 6 days after procedure. So a lot of these medicated eye drops, there's like a steroid drop. There's just like a bunch of different drops that they give you. Those usually only last up till day 6. But I am still taking one eye drop, which is like a refreshing eye drop. It basically just helps like refresh my eyes, because like I said, they were very dry. They're not as dry anymore, but that is to help, I cannot remember exactly, I think to help bring back your tear layer or something, I believe. So that is why I'm still taking those ones, but those actually feel really good. It's just like a refreshing eye drop because of my dry eyes. But the eye drops do last about 6 days, and in this little packet or this little bag, it does give a detailed sheet on what you're supposed to do and how many days and how many eye drops, how many times a day, all of that stuff. So it's very detailed, you guys, and it's very, very organized. My vision now is 20/20. So when I went to my checkup, Dr. Coleman actually saw and was like seeing that I was actually seeing better than 20/20. So it was insane. Like, I just cannot believe that I was looking at this screen. So when you go to the eye doctor, you know how they like make you like say the letters or like the numbers or whatever on the screen. So it's actually going to like a very, very, very small line, which is super crazy because I've never been able to do that. So I am seeing 20/20 now, which is very exciting because I was not seeing that before. My vision before, it was so bad, you guys. Let me also tell you guys that as well. My vision before, I did have astigmatism. So in my right eye, I was -5.5, and on my left eye, I was -4.5. So my vision was pretty bad, but I did have astigmatism, which he fixed. So I'm thankful for that, but I am seeing 20/20. The last question, the question you guys are probably wondering, like, Krissy, tell us, how much did it cost and do they take insurance? So I don't think they take insurance, but they do offer care credit to be able to finance your procedure if that's the route you want to go. But the overall cost of the procedure was $4,000. So to me, you guys, when I did the math, I sat down and I was like, okay, I need an eye exam this year. I need contacts, and I wear daily contacts. So I wear the 90-day contacts, which is like I said, the dailies. Those costed me about almost $400. So I did the math and I'm like, okay, an eye exam is gonna cost me what, $200? And then a 90-day supply of contacts is gonna cost me another $400, but I'm gonna need them 90 days after I'm done with those ones. So I probably would spend over almost $1,000 on contacts a year. So I was doing the math and I'm like, it just doesn't add up. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I just need to like invest into LASIK and go that route because it's one, cheaper, and two, I'm gonna save so much money. The amount of money I have spent on contacts in the last couple of years is crazy, especially because I have to wear the dailies. So yes, I just want to clarify that. So they do offer care credit, but the overall procedure is $4,000, and that is with a discount. So if you guys do decide to get LASIK, make sure to tell them that I sent you, Krissy sent you, so you guys can get the family and friends discount, and that is after the discount. So that includes the discount, the $4,000. I think it's like $4,190 or something like that. That does include the discount. So if you didn't tell them that I had referred you, or you know somebody that went to Coleman, they will not give you the discount. I think that like the discount saved you like $500-600 bucks. I want to say, I think it's like $200 off each eye. So I don't know, something like that, $250. But make sure to tell them that I did send you so you guys can get that discount and you guys can save some money on each eye. My overall experience, so I have stated this so many times in this video, if I had to do a rating on a scale from 1 to 10, it's definitely going to be a 10 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any other questions that I did not answer in this video, make sure to comment down them below, or you guys can message me on Instagram or on TikTok, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so happy with my results, and I just want to say thank you so much, Coleman Vision, for changing my life. I am just so thankful for all of you guys. You guys all have been amazing. But yes, I hope you guys, like I said, enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on this journey of mine, and I will see you guys on the next one. Get that LASIK. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life, and make sure to go see Coleman. Bye, guys.